Are you getting ready for an MSC cruise and wondering what you really need to do before you go? I've sailed with MSC many times, and over the years, I've developed a pre-cruise routine that covers all the little things you need to handle before you even step on the ship. In this video, I'm going to walk you through every step I take before a cruise. These are often the things people forget, but taking care of them ahead of time can save you money, reduce stress, and make sure your vacation starts off smoothly from day one. Check your passport expiration. The very first thing you should do is check your passport expiration date. Your passport must be valid for at least 6 months beyond the end of your cruise. MSC will not allow you to board if your passport is expired, or if it does not meet this 6-month validity requirement. This is one of the most common issues that causes people problems at embarkation. The same rule applies to green cards or any other required travel documents. If you realize your passport or green card has expired or does not meet the 6-month rule, start the renewal process immediately. Even expedited processing can take time, and waiting until the last minute can put your entire cruise at risk. If your documents are not ready in time, you may be forced to reschedule your cruise. Complete online check-in. The next thing you should do is complete MSC's online check-in. Online check-in opens 30 days before your sailing date, and I recommend doing it as soon as it becomes available. I personally prefer to do this on my laptop because it has a reliable camera and makes the process easier. You'll need your passport, your Voyagers Club number if you have one, and access to a printer. I'll be honest, MSC's online check-in is not my favorite compared to other cruise lines. The process requires you to take a photo of yourself on their website, and it can be very sensitive to lighting. If your lighting is off, the system may not capture the photo properly or may glitch. Make sure you're sitting in a well-lit area and be patient during this step. During online check-in, it will ask if you want to add a credit card. This is optional, and if you skip it, you can link your card later on board using the self-service kiosks. Print your luggage tags. After completing online check-in, you should immediately print your luggage tags. These tags allow porters at the cruise terminal to identify your bags and deliver them directly to your cabin. Showing up without printed luggage tags can lead to delays and unnecessary stress right at the start of your vacation. I always print a few extra copies just in case one gets damaged or lost and attach them securely before leaving for the port. Flight and hotel logistics. If your cruise requires flying to the port, planning your hotel stay and transportation is critical. One of the biggest mistakes people make is flying in on the same day as their cruise. Flight delays and cancellations happen all the time, and even a small delay can cause you to miss the ship. I learned this lesson on a Mediterranean cruise departing from Barcelona on MSC World Europa, when my flight from New York was canceled. Because I had planned to arrive 2 days early, I was able to reschedule my flight and still make the cruise. Since then, if I'm taking an international flight for a cruise, I always arrive 2 days before departure. I also recommend staying at a hotel near the cruise port. Many cruise ports are not located in the main city and can be an hour or more away from the airport. Traffic to the port can be unpredictable, so staying nearby reduces your risk of missing your cruise embarkation. Download the cruise app. Before you get on board the ship, make sure you download the cruise app. MSC is largely a paperless cruise line, so the app is not optional, it's essential. You'll use it constantly throughout your cruise to view restaurant menus, check daily schedules, and make dining and theater reservations. One of the most useful features of the app is that it allows you to text other people in your group for free. This makes it much easier to make plans on the ship without having to buy a Wi-Fi package. I recommend downloading the app on every device in your group, including phones or tablets for kids. If possible, plan for everyone to bring their own device. Sharing one phone or tablet can get frustrating very quickly, especially during meals when everyone wants to look at the menu at the same time. Make sure the app is downloaded and set up before you board. Don't waste your first day of vacation trying to download apps. Buying cruise extras in advance. Another thing I always do before sailing is I buy cruise extras in advance. This includes beverage packages, specialty dining, Wi-Fi, laundry services, and photo packages. MSC often offers early bird discounts for buying these extras online before your cruise, and in many cases, it's cheaper than waiting to purchase on board. That said, I don't always buy cruise extras. I've sailed with MSC many times without buying cruise extras, and it doesn't take away from the experience. Extras can be nice, but they're not required to have a great cruise. Book shore excursions ahead of time. If you plan to book shore excursions, it's a good idea to do that early. The most popular shore excursions tend to sell out quickly, especially on busy itineraries. Booking early ensures you get your first choice and often allows you to take advantage of discounted pricing. Before booking, I recommend doing a little research and comparing prices with independent tour operators. Independent tours can sometimes be cheaper, but keep in mind that cruise-sponsored shore excursions offer a major advantage. If a cruise-sponsored tour runs late, the ship will wait for you. If an independent tour runs late, the ship will leave without you. For certain destinations, I prefer the peace of mind that comes with booking directly through the cruise line. Check travel advisories for your ports. Before your cruise, check travel advisories for every port you'll be visiting. Conditions can change, and not all destinations are equally safe. For example, Nassau in the Bahamas currently has an elevated Level 2 travel advisory, which means exercise increased caution due to crime. When a port has a higher travel advisory, I think twice about exploring on my own. In ports where safety is a concern, I prefer to book a cruise-sponsored shore excursion rather than an independent tour, even if it costs a little more. Do the MSC status match before you sail. If it's your first time sailing with MSC and you have loyalty status with another cruise line or hotel program, make sure you complete the MSC status match before your cruise. MSC will match your existing membership level and place you in the equivalent tier of the MSC Voyagers Club. The process involves filling out an online form and uploading proof of your current level. Approval can take time, so I recommend doing this at least 2 months before sailing and before online check-in. When I submitted my Celebrity Captains Club membership, they matched me to the Voyagers Club Gold level, which came with perks like free thermal spa access and onboard discounts. If you want more details on how the status match works, I have a separate video all about it, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. Download movies, ebooks, and games. Another smart thing to do before your cruise is download ebooks, movies, shows, and games while you're still at home. The onboard TV options, especially for kids, are usually very limited and cruise Wi-Fi can be expensive. By downloading your content in advance, you'll have plenty of entertainment ready to go and can avoid paying for a Wi-Fi package just to stream movies or keep kids entertained. Prepare minor consent forms. If you're traveling with a minor who is not accompanied by their parents, make sure you have the proper notarized consent forms. You'll need an original notarized letter signed by at least one parent or legal guardian authorizing the traveling adult to take full responsibility for the child and make medical decisions if needed. This document must be presented at check-in along with the child's valid travel documents. Without it, the child can be denied boarding. Buy travel insurance. Travel insurance is something I never skip anymore. When I was new to cruising, I used to cruise without it, but looking back, I realize how risky that was. Many people assume their regular health insurance or Medicare will cover them if something happens. But U.S. health insurance and Medicare generally do not cover medical care outside the United States. If you get sick or injured while cruising internationally, you could be responsible for thousands of dollars in medical bills. For example, my mother-in-law became very sick on a cruise and had to be rushed to a hospital. Thankfully, she had travel insurance, which covered those hospital expenses. Without it, she would have to pay thousands in medical bills. That experience really changed the way I look at travel insurance. I also recommend buying travel insurance if you're cruising during hurricane season, which runs from June through November. Travel during hurricane season can be unpredictable. Even if a cruise isn't canceled, it may be rerouted, and rough seas can still impact your experience. I personally choose travel insurance with a cancel for any reason clause when cruising during hurricane season. This gives me the flexibility to cancel my cruise if I'm uncomfortable with the conditions and still receive partial reimbursement. Start planning what to pack. Packing for a cruise is a bit different from a regular vacation because you could be visiting multiple destinations with varying climates. Planning ahead not only saves you money, but it also gives you time to buy anything you might be missing, so you don't have to pay high prices at the cruise ship's gift shop for items you forgot. Get your free cruise packing list. Whether you're a first-time cruiser or a seasoned traveler, this one-page checklist makes sure you never forget the essentials. Download my free cruise packing list printable. Link in the description below. Want to know my tried-and-true MSC Cruise Embarkation Day routine? Watch the next video. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe for more cruise and vacation videos like this. Thanks for watching.